We are now going to take a look at how to insert new information into the database. So far, all we've done throughout this course is pull data out. What we want to look at is inserting new data in. Now, I'm not using all of the form fields. It just gets to be a little bit too complicated in terms of trying to do it in a short time frame. Also, when you're trying to do your testing, if you're testing 10 fields instead of 5, you have to fill them out each time you want to test. So just to get the concept, we're going to work with 5 of the 10 fields within this tours table. So the form is set up for you. The fields are here. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind when you're building a form for a database insertion is right now my tour name allows 60 characters. And that's exactly what my database field will allow. So just make sure you're not trying to enter too many characters into your database. So I will go through and double check these. Now our tour description, that allows 255 characters. Tour days, what I've done is put these two into a drop-down menu. That way I can assure that the correct information is being plugged in. Now, our total tour days do not go longer than 12, so what I did was put it in a drop-down menu, so I don't have to worry about the user picking a particular number or entering it correctly. They just choose one here. I did the same thing with the menu itself. It's either yes or no, so that will populate accordingly. And let's check out my cost per diver. Now, cost per diver is 5 characters. So I've set the width of that to 5 characters. So we know that each one of these fields will match up correctly with our database data. Now, how do we set up the insertion to get this data to go into the database? And Dreamweaver has some server behaviors to help you with that. Now, the real glitch that can occur when inserting data is if you do not have the correct permissions, you may be able to pull data out of the database, but you might not be able to write new data into the database. So inserting database information requires more permissions than just pulling it out. That's known as read and write access. So what we're going to do is use the Insert Record button. We click on that before we set up our server behavior. That tells Dreamweaver that when the user clicks this button, this is what we want to have happen. So I'll click that button. I'll go over to the server behaviors and select Insert Record. Now what's going to happen with this record is it's going to pull in the information from our form. Now I did not give my form a name. I did not set an action for my form. It is a method of post. I'm going to use my con unique, and we're going to choose the tours table. Now you can only enter data into a single table. Notice there's a few of these. It says does not get a value. Some of these are matched up. So here's how this lower section works. What I did was name my form fields the same name as the database information, which I can't show you at the moment. But that's what Dreamweaver is doing, is trying to match these up. So tour name matches up with the form field form.tourname. Tour description, Dreamweaver matches it up. Total days as a number. Days diving does not get a value. We did not set a form field for it. So we'll just make sure all of these are correct. Days diving, no, that's not in our form. Now, normally you would create a form that has all of these fields. It's just for this course I was not, to save you some time. Diver cost, form diver cost. Non-diver, we don't have that in our form. And meals included is correct. So it looks like everything matched up correctly. What I'm talking about matching is the form field information matching up with the database information. And Dreamweaver matches them up automatically if you name your form fields the same name as your database. If you don't, then this is how you match them up. And this doesn't get a value, so I'll come back to saying none. But days diving, that's the name of my form field. or let's assume it is, what I would do is set it up to match whatever form field. These are all of the form fields in my form. So I just match the two up, so you don't have to name them the same. I just did it so Dreamweaver would match them up. After inserting Go To, now we don't really have a page to send them to, so let's bring them back to this page. After inserting, we'll come back to Insert. Now normally I would have some kind of a page here that would be a listing of all of the tours so the user could see that yes, definitely their tour was entered. We're not going to do that because I don't have that second page. We're just going to come right back to the same form so we can insert another tour. So I'll click OK. Now notice these turn blue. There's a bunch of information that goes into this form. So let's save it and test it out. We do need to go to the browser to do this. So I'm going to add a tour. Let me say tour. What would be a good new vacation spot for us? Let's tour Fiji. Our description will be dive with the sharks in Fiji. Total tour days, 1 through 12. Let's say it's a 10-day tour. Meals are included, and the cost per diver, what should we say the cost will be? Let's do $18.95. I'll click Insert Record. It takes us right back to this form. We did not get any type of an error. So how do we test to see if the data was inserted into the database? Let's go back to our database, and what we can do is view the data. And this is when this comes in handy. So we'll expand this a little bit. And I now have 28 records. Notice the things I did not fill out got a 0, non-divers. But we were able to insert our additional data into the database. We now have 28 records instead of 27. So that worked beautifully. So the insert record, there are a couple of caveats to it. Make sure you're not trying to insert too much information into the database. And if you have trouble inserting data into the database, make sure that you have right permissions set. The way our course is organized, it's not a problem in the development environment, but sometimes out in a company environment, they have a lot of things locked down. So if you have trouble and you've looked over your code, you know your code is correct, and you're within that type of corporate environment, more than likely you don't have permission to write to the database. And that's nothing you can do anything about. The database administrators have to take care of that for you. So that's how you insert a new tour or insert information into a database using the insert record server behavior.